I would like to share all of you my grade 6 PowerPoint presentation, and it goes something like this. The journey of homeschooling life has a big impact in every learner's life. Everyone has their own endeavor. In spite of so many ups and downs, it is all worth it in the end. Therefore, we must strive to be good Christians and students with all, both spiritually and academically. Jesus and the Bible taught us, Luke chapter 2 verse 52, pursue all what matters. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6, train up a child the way they should go. Even when they grow up, they will not depart from it. And number 3, Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 7, teach your children diligently to your sons and shall talk to them when you're in your house, sit, lie down, and rise up. In times of world of so many innovations and interventions, I believe learners has developed new knowledge and technologies of information, communications, and technology. Using digital learning, using the primary concept of homeschooling global, are number 1, curriculum mapping and flexibility means all main topic lessons are integrated in all subjects. Effectively, I am maintaining such positive attitudes and motivations towards self-regulations, time discipline to learn and apply into daily practices, such as quizzes and long exams, purposely to read our reading skills, writing skills, speaking comprehensions, and overall intellectual agilities. I refer to social studies, current events, integrated with mystery of history, great stories in history with biblical teaching, the Bible. Bible is an amazing book written by 40 writers from year 49 AD up to year 1402 BC or 1402 before Christ. The New Testaments are 27 books and the Old Testaments are 39 books. So total books are 66 books in the Bible. Number 2, English, using proper figures of speech, created descriptions of places and events, like example using metaphors, simile and idioms. In Region 6 is so productive, also integrated with example of number 2, judicial and executive, rice and sugar bowl of the Philippines, metaphors used, Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and the Vice President is Sara Duterte. They are all ears, they are all thumbs with golden heart to nation building. Number 3, Helen, using scientific digital learning, ICT. Number 1, information. Number 2, communication. And number 3, technology. Number 4, science to function all internal and external parts of human bodies are, we have total of bones are 206 bones in our full entire body. To function our brain means to focus and understand. And heart regulates blood circulation of the blood in the body vessels. And number 3, kidney to remove all toxins and bacteria. Liver to exhale and breathe airs. Number 4, Christian living, spiritual knowledge to forget and forgive Bible teachings with total of 66 books. Old Testaments are 39 books and the New Testaments are 27 books. My main topics in social studies about the 3 kinds of Philippine government whose general functions is for the continuous development for the progress of the Philippines, love the Philippines from Department of Tourism, all over 13 regions. In number 1, Luzon, Region 1, Ilocos Region, Region 2, Cagayan, Region 3, Central Luzon, Region 4A, Calabarzon, Region 4B, Mimaropa, Region 5, Bicol. And number 2, Visayas, Visayas, Region up to 6, 7, and 8, Region 6, Western Visayas, Region 7, Central Visayas, and Region 8, Eastern Visayas. And number 3, Mindanao, Region up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, Region 9, Zamboanga, Region 10, Northern Mindanao, Region 11, Davao, Region 12, Soc-Sargen, Region 13, Caraga, ARMM, Autonomous Region of Muslim in Mindanao. So, my main topics in 3 kinds of Philippine government, namely, all over 13 regions. Number 1, legislature consists of 25 senators and total of 200 congressmen. Number 2, executive is the office of the President, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and the Vice President is Sara Duterte, with total of 100 team members. For example, number 1, DOH, Department of Health, head leader is Secretary Frasco. And number 2, DOH, Department of Health, head leader is Secretary Roy Badilla. And
Ted Herbosa.
Pag-asa, Philippine Astronomical, Geophysical, and Atmospheric Services Administration, head leader is Secretary Roy Badilla. After we have our discussion about the 3 kinds of Philippine government, for me, I would say judiciary because it explains the biblical teaching about the Bible. It's an amazing book written by 40 writers from year 49 AD up to year 1402 BC or 1402 before Christ. The New Testament is 27 books and the Old Testaments are 39 books. So total books are 66 books in the Bible. Therefore, lastly, in connection, please allow me to share all of you on spiritual thoughts integrated with Romans chapter 12 verse 19 up to 21. And the title is Vengeance, and it goes something like this. Alms, alms, alms. Please spare me a piece of bread. Spare me your mercy. I am a child, so young, so thin, and so rugged. One morning, I remember me, my mother, and my father was praying. Suddenly, 5 Japanese came up to my father and said to him, "Querida mia, you're a bara Filipinos," means you're a very, very bad Filipino. One angry Japanese pulled my father away from us, and we don't have any chance to say goodbye to him or to us. So we decided to follow them miles after miles and after miles. We were so hungry and we were so thirsty. Suddenly, we saw a group of Japanese only eating and drinking. Suddenly, we heard a voice call from all apart. We ran towards and we were shocked that there was a lot of dead bodies hanging on a tree. Oh, I cried and I cried. Vengeance, vengeance is mine. But my mother said, "No, my child, vengeance is not yours. Vengeance is not ours. Vengeance is from the Lord." In Romans chapter 12, verse 19 up to 21. Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath or vengeance. For God it is written revenge. But the Lord replied and said to him, "If your enemy is hungry or thirsty, give them something to drink or to eat." So in this last part is very important for me because it's for all teachers and students that Victory Christian International Homeschool Global did all significant roles in building our basic foundations and continuously improving our overall performance in general, physically, spiritually, and academically. And I thank you.
Wow. Ay,